You know, this is a story that we've been talking about for days, and every time it's brought up, it makes you squirm. It doesn't happen often, but when a doctor botches a child's circumcision, it is heartbreaking.
Yeah, beyond. One Memphis mother is dealing with that heartbreak right now after a catastrophic mistake on the operating table. Fox 13's Ernie Freeman has that story.
Removal of the foreskin from a child's penis is rooted in concerns about health, hygiene, and religion. But some question the necessity of the procedure altogether. And right now, one Memphis mother sorry she ever took her young son to get circumcised.
After I went home and I discovered that my son's penis was not there, I immediately froze like, oh my God.
Maggie Rhodes says she could not believe what happened when she took her 3-month-old son Ashton to Christ Community Health Center on Broad Avenue for a circumcision in August. She says doctors told her the procedure would take about 20 minutes, but after a couple of hours, Ashton was still in surgery.
It took them about 3 hours to do the circumcision. And so my baby screamed the whole 3 hours, like the whole process. And then even when she gave him back to us, he was still screaming.
Rhodes says the doctors performing the surgery obviously botched the procedure. But when it was over, she says they simply returned her screaming son to her, never telling her about the devastating mistake that had happened during surgery.
I should have been notified that something went wrong in this room with your baby. And I wasn't notified that. They gave me back my baby like nothing was wrong. They said, here go your son.
And something was wrong.
Yeah, and something went wrong in that room.
Something she says she didn't find out about until she went home with a still screaming son with a diaper filled with blood. She says her curious sister finally discovered Ashton's mutilated penis.
When my sister pulled the cloth back, it was covering blood and wasn't no penis there.
All that was left, a partial penis and his tiny testicles. Rhodes says Ashton urinates through a hole in his penis. She says she can't imagine now what she'll say to her son when he's old enough to understand what's happened to him.
Like, mama, like, how could this happen to me? Or how could you explain it to your child that you don't have a penis? They probably have to reconstruct you one, or you might not never be able to have kids. That don't sit well with me at all.
Rhodes has hired an attorney and is pursuing a medical malpractice suit against Christ Community Health Centers. As for little Ashton, a reconstructive surgery planned for last month has been rescheduled now for early next year. In Studio A, Ernie Freeman, Fox 13 News.
We contacted Christ Community Health Centers today for a comment. We were told the CEO is aware of our request, but so far, no one has returned our repeated calls.